Or what's up, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to get into the life of Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. I don't know why I keep hearing Audrey Hepburn. This is not Audrey Hepburn. I don't even know if Audrey Hepburn was alive in this time, but she is basically, I don't even know what to call this era. I don't even know what era this is. So it's going to be really fun to get into her reading because I don't really know anything about her other than she was a baby that her dad didn't want. Her dad wanted her mom to get an abortion, and back then you had to get on a table with a rusty knife or some shit. I do cuss on my channel, so if you're offended, just click off. I'm definitely going to try to work on that because, I'm not even going to lie, I cuss a lot when I am triggered, by unjust. So for now on, I'm just going to stick to the energy of readings that I would actually like to do or whatever that are not draining, like hip hop and shit like that is out of the question. I will never tap into that shit again. I don't really like being a dick, but it's either heaven or hell with me. I call it the way that I see it. You either flip the fucking scale and you're on the heaven side or you're on the hell side. There is no in between. And in reality, when you cross me, most people think I'm the fucking devil, and I can be. So, it all depends on you. But we're going to get into this. So we're going to get into Dorothy, aka Judy Garland. She basically spent her entire life dealing with substance abuse and depression. It all started from childhood because she was a childhood actress. They had to basically get her up with Adderall and put her to bed with sleeping pills, and it was a repetitive cycle for basically her whole entire life, plus the Adderall and stuff like that. That's not what they called it back then, but it basically will cut your weight. So that's how she was able to cut her weight, because when she started getting older and developing, the set didn't like it, and basically on Wizard of Oz they made her wear a special corset, so she still looked very much childlike. But we're going to get into Judy Garland's life. That was very sad, somewhere over the rainbow, and like a lot of us, she searched for the happiness that she never found.
When you speak, angel, sing from above. Everyday word seems.
First card out, you are rare and free. Backed by 2 5s out here, which is not good. Her life was full of misery. First, you got reconciliation, making amends, past resentment. I know that she was married at some point in her life. She may have had issues with her kids. I'm not exactly sure, but she wants to make up and make amends with someone. It could have even been her mother. I see personal setbacks, self-forgiveness, moving on. If you would like to know the Judy Garland story, I think you can look up the documentary on YouTube. I do not know if she had a drinking problem towards the end of her life, but that's what I'm picking up, and I'm seeing a lot of pills. I'm seeing her have it basically get out of control towards the end. I'm seeing her be very critically tough on herself mentally. This is something that she picked up from childhood. She was taught that perfection is what she should be. She is very knowledgeable focused, oriented, driven. She was definitely going places in life, especially in her career. There's no question about that. She grew into a woman on set. I see a group of people coming together. This could be business partnerships. This could be family. I don't know if there was some kind of intervention that ever took place, but I'm seeing something like that. I'm seeing her habit is out of control and people were concerned for her safety and well-being because she very well could take her life. Impulsiveness, high expectations. This very well could have been high expectations of herself, of I don't know why I want to say 20th Century Fox. I don't know if she worked for 20th Century Fox, but I am seeing a filming studio. I'm hearing, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. So I don't know if she was messing with other actors that worked for the industry, film directors, or what. I'm picking up something like that, which is usually normal for people that are in the filming business. Then you have do not drink poison. Like I said, she probably had a cocktails of pills going at this point, basically because she was up all night and all day, pretty much like trying to get lines in. I did see perfectionism out here, so I think she was really big on that and really hard on herself, and things had to be perfect. I'm hearing Broadway, so I don't know if she was like in musical plays. Obviously, I think that's how filming was back then. Then you have the star in reverse. Disconnecting, lack of faith, despair, not trusting in oneself, not following the intuition. Creative blocks, just really not into it. I'm seeing a drink. I don't know what's in the cup. I'm seeing pills, just throwing pills back to deal with the shit because it's got to get done. I'm feeling stress, like this. She was stressed out, like trying to be a perfectionist. It's a lot of shit to have on your plate. The full card out here, reverse, resisting changes, not wanting to change, trying to change and can't. That comes along hand in hand with addictions. She basically was a functioning addict. I see being naive, have no idea where you're going in life. The fucking pills were basically creating, poor judgment when it came to her career. I'm seeing that it's starting to affect her career heavy. Like I said, resisting change. She might have wanted to walk away. She's been doing this her whole damn life since childhood. I mean, you're bound to get tired sometime or later or whatever, however the fuck that saying goes. But it just wasn't a happy place for her anymore, you know what I'm saying? 10 of Swords. Having to make burdensome choices. Basically, the booze, the pills, the drugs, filming, the demands, the perfectionism. Like at this point, it's just becoming too much and it's at its end. I don't know if she was ever late or fired on sets or shit like that, but I'm seeing that. Then you got Never Jam Today. Revisiting the past, childhood memories, reconciliations. It's funny because the inner child is what gave her magic. Her inner child never died out, and you know what I'm saying? She was looking back on that and wanted to reconnect. I'm hearing a very renowned, promising star. I'm hearing head spin, self-care, unpaid debts. She wasn't pouring the love into herself. I don't think Judy Garland ever took time out to love herself the way that she should have. I think most of her life was spent on her career. Illusion, a room full of smoking mirrors. Judy Garland did not really know who she was other than the character in this show that she had to constantly put on. That's built into your memory from childhood. That takes a toll on you because you have to be perfect in life. Everything that you do is followed by perfectionism. Overwhelmed by choices between choosing her, the drugs, who she wanted to be outside of the studio, who she actually was. She never had the time to sit out and, figure out who she was, because even if she wanted to do that, she had these addictions following her. Show business, being a film star, it's a really tricky industry. She was the magician. Just look at her materials. Like, she was perfect. Even though there is no such thing as perfect in Hollywood, she definitely was by far. She was one of the biggest stars of all time. I'm hearing it was magic on the set. But her days of being a Hollywood showgirl were coming to an end, and she was heartbroken about this. Who is Judy Garland? Releasing pain, negative self-talk. Regardless of how it appeared on the outside, Judy was stuck in her head a lot, weighing out pros and cons. I'm seeing anxiety. I'm seeing depression. Then you got Curiouser and Curiouser. The curiosity got the best of her. I don't know. Her energy is very calming and easygoing. I like it a lot. I don't feel fucking stressed the fuck out while I'm reading cards. And then we have Tone that shit down. Can't nobody ball like this. It's crazy as shit to me how she looks so much like my mom. My mom passed away when I was 17 and she was only 35 years old. So rest in peace, Mom. Pink Panther, we have an imposter keeping secrets. I don't know if she tried to keep this drug habit a secret or tried to act like she was getting better, but she wasn't, and people knew this. They knew this about her, and they thought that she was going to end up killing herself by taking too many pills. Anxiety, depression, fear, nightmares. Adderall gives you anxiety, so she could have been on Adderall. I see the nightmares from withdrawals, taking too much of whatever she's taking. Like, it's not good for her subconscious mind. It's not working out well for her mental health. She could have been trying to get off of this shit and also been having withdrawal symptoms. I'm seeing puking, obviously from taking too many pills. I'm seeing depression. I'm seeing her wanting to give up on herself. Cocktails, overwhelm, struggling, defensive, paranoia. People offered to give her help. I'm seeing her refuse as if she didn't need anyone. She could have even been in therapy at this time. I'm seeing something like that, figuring out new ways to communicate, wanting knowledge, thirst for new knowledge, ideas. I'm hearing put some pep in my step. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just the girl that claims that I am the one. I legit don't know why they just played that song, but I see fast-paced movement, change, trying to find balance, alignment. I don't know what the hell is going on because I swear I just said curiosity and curiosity or whatever the hell that shit says. And I swear I just picked that card up. But maybe I just can't read or some shit. This has happened before and I don't feel like going back to look to see if I pulled it twice or what the fuck happened. But we're just going to go with it. Can I talk? Self-limiting beliefs. When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. New ideas, directing energy to new places. Like, somewhere over the rainbow. Leave me alone. I'm happy, bitch. This is my trying to win all costs, at all costs card. Let's see what the hell this shit is about. On set, conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat. I'm seeing Shirley Temple. I'm seeing the Wizard of Oz. I think this is Shirley Temple. They want to get her instead of Dorothy. It's some younger other star, whatever, that is offered the part and then they end up going with her. I see this a lot within the industry. Having everything, not being thankful for it, materialism, greed, inner happiness, having the world and still not being happy. Money does not make you happy. The pressure, it's too much. Too many people, too much press, the cameras. She basically had enough and she was tired of holding herself to these high expectations that were not realistic. I'm basically seeing her drug use ruining her legacy, or he. Who the hell is he? Don't know why I said that, so there could have been a guy talking down to her. Basically, everything that she was known for was starting to go down the drain because of her drug problem, conflict, disagreements. Beautiful like candles in the sky. Holy shit, I meant diamonds were beautiful like diamonds in the sky, but it says shine bright like a candle. Shine bright like a candle. It is extremely rare for the same cards to pop out, so let that be known. I got the Magician again. This time it's reversed. We have an imposter, we have a trickster. I'm hearing I want her off the set. I'm seeing people refuse to work with her. Communication blocks, confusion, abuse of position. I don't know if, she was jumping down people's throats. I'm seeing family. I'm seeing arguments. I'm seeing conflict. I'm seeing a mental breakdown. I'm definitely for sure picking up arguments with her kids at the later part of her life. I don't know how old her kids were because I'm seeing that she's like only in her 40s or something. If she is not in her 40s, she's close to being 40. At this point, everything was a burden, like these drugs. She was not living in reality anymore. She was gone mentally. Mental confusion, anxiety, fear, depression, this shit just took a whole ass toll on her life, everything. I'm hearing occluse, but I don't know what that means. The Tower. The decisions and choices that were made for her in her early years of life were starting to catch up with her. Mental illness, obstacles, volatile situations. This goes hand in hand with being a drug addict. She thought she had everything under control and she did not want to be told what to do. She was a grown woman. I'm hearing childhood trauma. This is I'm not even trying to hear that shit card. Disappointments, abandonment, withdrawal, hiding away. I don't know if she was in her house and just trying to stay away from people. I see feeling welcomed, overcoming loss, self-forgiveness. So this may have been a time period where she was trying to get better or she was doing better. Because I definitely do see positive changes out here. Then you have impossible things. Then you have driven to succeed, fast thinking. I don't know if new career opportunities were on the table, but she was getting ready to leap and jump if there was any. I'm also hearing fierce competition. This girl still has what it takes. I'm also hearing Stella's got her groove back. I don't know if there was like a point in her career of like where she basically fucked everything up, got clean or whatever, got her shit well enough together to come back out on top or to make a comeback. Definitely seeing journey, overcoming obstacles, new beginnings. Now I'm hearing Hollywood curse, delayed frustration. I don't know if there's any curses or anything. Sometimes movies on sets, there's the Hollywood curses or something. And I think The Wizard of Oz did have a curse, something about the Munchkins, something about a ladder. Failed plans, lack of completion, stagnant energy. This reading is kind of all over the place. I'm just seeing little visions and different tidbits of her life. Definitely long-term success, financial stability, wealth. Seeing the drugs once again. This is something that she battled her entire life with. She's wanting to cut this shit out. All talk, no action. Being bitchy, influenced, overly emotional, cold-hearted. This comes with drug use. Definitely see reliving memories, childhood trauma, can't heal the inner child. She never was able to heal her inner child. I'm hearing I was living the dream and I still wasn't happy. Hollywood, where the streets are paved with gold, or so they say. I worked very hard. I valued my dreams. Then you have managed to be glad. I'm definitely seeing mental stagnation, struggling to get past depression. I'm definitely seeing issues coping. A handful of pills, just throw them back. Time for bed. Living in the past, trying to forgive herself, annoyed. I'm seeing her, she just wants to escape reality, like, and slippers and a robe. She was in a mental prison. She was stuck in her thoughts. She wanted to escape reality. She couldn't. She was looking back on her past. She felt like she ruined her life. She didn't know who she was. I'm hearing I felt cursed. Why couldn't I just be happy? I definitely see like some type of resentment towards her mother. Loss and control over her life. I am picking up her mother is a control freak. She turned out to be a control freak. Loss of authority. Can't get the shit together. She refuses to take accountability even though this is some shit her mother started. I definitely see resentment towards her mother. This was something she struggled with her whole entire life. When my mother tried to induce a miscarriage, she didn't know that I was a chosen one. I was the depiction of beauty, femininity, beauty. I keep seeing beauty out here in fame, success. She's saying something about nightmares, motion picture. Negative thoughts again. I keep seeing the movie The Wizard of Oz. There's something about that movie. There's something about a curse. And then you have mortality. They keep playing this Wizard of Oz song and it's just saying Oz, 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 but I don't know what song this is. I can't even sing it because I don't know the words. I just keep hearing Oz. It's a bunch of munchkins singing it. Revisiting the past, innocence. Her innocence was stolen from her. Dorothy. Love, new relationships, companions. I don't know if she met someone on the set of The Wizard of Oz. I'm picking up a love interest. I'm picking up a marriage. It definitely feels a little bit of pedophilia-ish. That's not even a word, but this guy was much older than her, I think. All I'm gonna say is if you're dating someone 10 years your senior, there's something fucking wrong with your ass. I'm also picking up this relationship or whatever the hell this is was frowned upon. Hard work, productivity, routine. She worked herself day in and day out. She basically enslaved herself to her scripts. Stubbornness, obsessed with wealth, money, and status. I'm seeing image. Her mother is saying something. Judy Garland got pregnant and was forced to get an abortion so that she could continue to grow and she could continue to grow in her career. I hope I said that shit right because I'm literally tired as hell right now. I mean, regardless, she was a social butterfly. She always stepped out of the comfort zone. She didn't really have one. She loved being in the spotlight. She was very courageous. I'm seeing the pills. She knew that she had a problem and she couldn't get rid of it.